Hi, and welcome to Pronunciation with Paul. The title of today's lesson is The Lonely Goat Goes Home. The Lonely Goat Goes Home. Well, as usual, I'm sure you can guess from the title what the topic of today's lesson is. Here's the sound O, and this is the lexical set that we refer to as goat, the family of words with goat. These are different. This particular sound is different in British English and American English. In American English, it's fairly similar to what many languages in the world use. O, O, O. Quite different in conservative RP, the British English that is more traditional. O is the sound there. You can examine these two different diphthongs and see them very graphically represented on my vowel chart, and I'll give you the web address on the screen right now. Look at the British English and the American English for the O set, the goat lexical set. This is a confusing lexical set because you encounter so many different spellings. Again, I apologize profusely for my language. It's so difficult because the vowels are spelled so many different ways. There are about 9 different spellings that all require the O sound. And here are those 9 spellings on your screen now. We find words spelled O-A, O, sometimes with an E at the end of the word, O-E, double O, E-A-U, A-U, O-W, E-W, and O-U, and many other lexical sets. Well, not many, 2 or 3 other lexical sets also contain words spelled that way. Hence the confusion. Here are some words exemplifying those different spellings. Here they are on your screen now. I'll speak them and leave a pause for you to repeat them after me. Here we are. Soap, note, so, toe, don't, going, brooch, bow, gauche, bowl, soul, so, though. As you can see, I'm slightly rounding my lips, and it's typically a fairly long vowel. With the British style, of course, it's a lip relaxed, and here I'll demonstrate those in a British accent. Again, I'll leave a pause for you to repeat them. Here we go. Soap, note, so, toe, don't, going, brooch. It's a little ornament that a lady might wear on her lapel, a brooch. A bow. Beau, of course, is French for beautiful, I believe, and we have it in the expression a boyfriend, a beau. A lady from the southern parts of America might refer to going out with her beau, an old-fashioned word for your boyfriend. Gauche, French for left, meaning awkward. Bowl, so, and though. So we have O and O and O. This will be particularly important when you come to take the quiz later on. It's very easy, as I said earlier, to confuse this family of words, this lexical set, with 2 or 3 others. The most easily confused lexical set is the thought lexical set. So I'm going to give you some minimal pairs, and the first one of each pair, you'll see them on your screen now. The first of each pair is from today's family of words, goat, and it's paired with the second word. In each case is a member of the thought lexical set. So I'll say these 2 words again in General American, leaving a pause for you to repeat them so that you can get your mouth around the slight differences between them. So here we are. Sow and saw. Pose, pause. Bold, bald. Row, raw. Let's do them in British English too. They're both pronounced differently in British English. So putting on my best British accent, we have sow, saw. Pose, pause. Bold, bald. Row, raw. So quite different in those 2 accents. And let's finish up today's lesson with a nice sentence. A sad little sentence about a thoughtful old goat. Here it comes on your screen now. Let me speak it a couple of times, and then I'll give you your shot. Again, we'll do it both ways. First in American and then in British. And now in this particular sentence, I've mixed up goat and thought words, just to make things a little more difficult for you, as if it wasn't difficult enough already. First we have General American. The thoughtful old goat, although all frozen in the snow, almost called his daughter Joan, but goes home alone. One more time. Listen to the differences between some of these thought words and the goat words. The thoughtful old goat, although all frozen in the snow, almost called his daughter Joan, but goes home alone. Try that yourself. That's pretty hard, it is. I have an online class with some students in London. 2 of them are Indians. One of them is from Bangladesh. One of them is from an African nation, Senegal, I believe. And they all have difficulty with discriminating the goat and thought words. The goat and thought words. So let's try that in British English. The thoughtful old goat, although all frozen in the snow, almost called his daughter Joan, but goes home alone. One more time. The thoughtful old goat, although all frozen in the snow, almost called his daughter Joan, but goes home alone. Your turn. So I hope that's been useful in helping you to recognize words and spellings that call for the goat lexical set, and I hope I've helped you pronounce those words more accurately. So on to the second stage of this lesson. It's been a pleasure, as always. See you next time.